Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's live stream. I am going to be doing probably just about an hour today. This is going to be the last one before I do my moving again. In fact, as I'm streaming right now, my parents are driving up with my sister and with Cosmos to come hang out and help me move. And so all that is happening currently. And so once I'm done with this, I'm going to be starting to pack up all of my equipment and everything. So I won't be doing another live stream while I'm in this house, but I'm excited to try and do a little bit of the live stream right now. So just setting up one thing really quick on another tab. Alright. So, I'm not really sure. Once again, I'm not trying to have a really specific goal in terms of income this time, because it's just however much I can earn in the amount of time that I'm going to be playing. It's been kind of raining on and off today, and I have my pod outside that I've been working on loading stuff into, and I want to try and get a bit more into it tonight before my parents get here. And so I know right now it's still pretty bright out because it's just not very dark very early right now where I live, so I feel like I have some time to hopefully stream for about an hour, and then hopefully it won't be raining too much when I try to put some stuff in, but that way I can get some stuff done, because right now that's not what I meant to do. Here it is. Right now I kind of have like a hallway, like my entire upstairs hallway area is just full of things to be put into the pod, and I've got also some other stuff that I just need to move so it's not in everyone's way when they get here. So that's kind of how things are going. I wanted to still be able to do a live stream today just because I enjoy it, and I realized I really haven't been doing enough in the last month or so, just because I had what is this flashing? No. I had all of my academic things that I was having to deal with, and I also don't know for sure when I'll be able to do the next live stream after this one, just because with oh wait, there's another one. With moving and everything, I don't have internet set up yet or anything like that. So, all of that, it will take me a little bit to get situated and into a position where I'm ready to do more live streams. So, I'm just gonna move some of these around a little bit. But that's kind of where I am in terms of what I'm able to do today and what I'm planning for the next little bit. I'm gonna still try as hard as I can to maintain my regularly scheduled upload routine, but in terms of live streaming, I'm not sure. It's pretty chaotic. I've spent a lot of today packing and cleaning. I've done laundry and dishes, and once my dishwasher finishes, I'm gonna actually package up a bunch of the dishes, but I have to make sure I have enough for what I'm gonna be using still. The kitchen is always the worst thing to pack for me. But I am going to try and get things done. It's currently 7:13 here, and my parents will probably get here around maybe like 9:30, maybe a little after that. So I'll probably stream till like 8 or 8:30ish, and then from there just see, because like I said, I have a bunch of stuff that I do need to be responsible about and try and get done before they get here, because also Cosmos is going to be with them, which I'm really, really excited to see him, because I haven't seen him in a few days, because I've been focusing on all the packing and moving stuff, so he's been with my parents, but once he's here, it's harder to just have the door open and carry boxes through it and everything, because he tries to escape, which is not ideal, because he just doesn't want to be left inside. And so when we actually load the majority of the furniture, my sister will be hanging out with Cosmos so that he's not freaking out, and he's also not getting crushed by furniture, because he's little and sometimes doesn't have a healthy sense of when to not be underfoot. He's a good boy, though. I like having him around, even though it does make certain things a little bit more challenging. Alright, so many ladders. Oh, there's too many things around me. No, I'm gonna die. I am going to die 100%. I did not realize my health was low. Oh, hell. I was not paying attention. Hi. Sorry, Linus. No, it's the good items. Well, at least I'm right here. Greetings. I always say greetings, even though... Thank you. Like, even before encountering him, I say that too, so it's kind of fun. Alright, snacks. If you couldn't tell, I'm thinking about like 12 different things at once right now, so I'm really good at paying attention to my surroundings in this game, as you can tell by what just occurred. Although this does give me time to just work on making bars now. Because I'm not gonna try and go back into the mines today, but okay. Perfect. I'm gonna just go plant these as well since I can. Also, I didn't water these, which I theoretically should do. Alright. I could also potentially go over to the area over here if I can go this way. Okay, not bad. Definitely not a ton of stuff, but better than nothing. I'm getting stuck in everything. I know my energy is really low, but I'm not slow yet. still feels so wrong to just donate those instead of using them for the museum, but oh well. I'll just keep making coal for as long as I can until it's late. I hope I have a lot of income today. I mean, probably not, considering I didn't get much time in the mines, but I also got, I'm actually gonna sell this. I did get a few gemstones, and I also have made various bars. Okay, I think that's pretty good for tonight. I should probably go to bed early since I'm kind of beat up a little bit. Alright. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. The gold bars are really helpful. Okay. Thank you. Hello, cat. I did not check anything in the greenhouse, but that's okay, because I just really want to go to the mines as fast as possible today, because yesterday I didn't really do as much mining as I had wanted to. So this, I think, will work better. is. Iron ore is very useful because I don't have very much of it right now. Ah, perfect. I'll get many bat wings now. My health is fine for now. Perfect. I'm really excited about the weather right now because it's June, but it's like really cold and kind of rainy today, and it's just really, really nice. So I am very excited how it is right now, except that it makes it a little bit harder to actually work on moving things just because it's like, I mean, it makes it harder but also easier because it's like if I don't want it to get wet, it's a little bit hard to load certain things while it's also rainy. But it's nice because I can move things at all times of the day now. I mean, like, apart from when it's raining a lot, but it's been, the past few days I've just kind of been putting a few things here and there that I'm done with. Interesting. New level. But yeah, I've just basically been like, okay, well, here's a box of some books that I'm not going to use right now, or some clothes that are like winter clothes, so I don't need anything really warm right now. And just stuff like that. And it's kind of fun because I'm able to actually see the progress of like clearing stuff out. Like my bookshelf is empty and my various other things. It's just like starting to look like I'm moving now, which I don't really know how to explain, but because I've been kind of starting to pack stuff and think about moving for the last over a month, and somehow suddenly, just like the last couple of days, it started to look like I'm moving, which I am, so that makes sense. But it's nice having it cooler because then I can just load things whenever. The last few days I've been trying to only load things like as it's getting dark, because that's when it starts to get cool enough that I'm like, okay, I feel like carrying heavy boxes around outside in the heat. So it's kind of enjoyable having it get really cool right when I need it to be. I don't know whether it will be like this on the day that we actually load all the furniture. But we'll see. Actually, I should get bone, so I will engage in combat right now. Alright, perfect. I want more ore than I've gotten, but this is still fine. I just need all resources. I did some recordings of Stardew Valley again recently, and I've gotten a lot of really exciting stuff done on the island, which I'm really, really having fun with, because out of all the things in this game, I feel like the island is the thing that I've done the least. Just because it's something that I always forget to do, or never get around to doing, just because it's like, well, I have all these plants to take care of and these animals to take care of, and I never really think, oh, I should definitely 100% do this thing on the island. And so it's really interesting trying to do stuff there, which I was talking about in the video a little bit, but it's like, I'd say one of the things that I'm not really aware of how to do in this game. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this game where just through playing this game so much, because I have hundreds of hours in this game, you just learn things. Like, you learn what happens to your crops at the end of a season, and you learn how to plant crops and what tools you use when and all of this stuff. And you learn different things about different characters and all that stuff. But the island is one that, because I've done it so seldomly, I really don't know what to do there. Like, I've kind of started discovering a little bit more story and meeting some people and stuff over there, but in terms of, like, what do you even prioritize there? Like, is there something, like, a secret? I feel like you might need, like, a slingshot for the walnuts that are up on the cliffs, but I'm not good at slingshots, and I also have never tried, so I don't know, but like, it's just been fun getting to explore the island more and actually accomplish stuff there in a part of the game that I feel like is pretty unfamiliar to me, just because I feel like there's so much in this game where it's just so easy now, like water the plants, take care of the animals, all that stuff. I've done for hundreds of hours. Like, that's what I do in this game. And in this particular one, it's all mining, but for the most part, like, there's just a lot of farm work to do because that's what you do in Stardew Valley. And so it's just been really interesting getting to go hang out in the island and, oh, not one of you. Hate these levels. I should probably go home anyway just because it's getting late. And I want to make a couple of bars. But, some of the recordings that I've done are not out yet. So I'm trying not to give too much away about the stuff that I did on the island. But it's been really, really fun getting to experience that part. And I just like being able to do something in this game that's different. And I also just think it's so fascinating, like, the different characters there. Because it's, like, just the whole thing about, like, Leo and the pirate's wife and everything. They're so interesting. I should theoretically keep more things for more bars. But I'm just really enjoying it, so that's been really fun. Okay, we'll see if I can get another batch done tonight of some kind of bar. Also, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. I am enjoying them as well. I don't think I'll have time for this. Ooh, okay. I think I'll go with that one. Especially after what happened earlier. Okay. The frozen geodes are good. Perfect. I don't do anything with the bookseller, so that doesn't really affect anything that I'm doing, but good to know. I want to compare how much a refined quartz is versus a quartz. I also don't remember how long they take. So I don't know if this is a waste of time trying to see if it finishes. Also, I think I've been kind of keeping an eye on the daylight out the window, And because it's cloudier and stuff, it's getting dark a little bit faster. Ah, perfect. So, I think that this will be my my last day for this live stream, but I'm looking forward to doing some longer ones in the summer. I'm potentially doing an internship this summer, which will take up some time, but I'm looking forward to still getting to be able to stream, as well as being able to do more stuff on Twitch. I'm not, at this exact moment, sure. Ooh. Look at all this. At this moment, I'm not exactly sure what that schedule will be. I have to do like 6 hours of online orientation for the internship and also go to an in-person orientation. And so I have no idea what my schedule will be for that. So the stream schedule might change. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I also know there is a week where I will be traveling and I may not be back early enough on the Friday to be able to do a live stream. I'm not sure yet about that because I need to figure out when we'll actually be traveling there, but I'm definitely excited for all of the chaos of moving and all that stuff to be over. I've moved so many times now that I'm kind of used to it, but change is hard as an autistic person, and even though I'm going back to a familiar place that I'm really excited to be moving back into finally, because I'm moving home into the house that I moved into about 3 years ago, but it's just kind of surreal moving back there, and I'm excited, but at the same time it's like, okay, I have to pack everything. The most stressful part for me right now isn't packing things up, it's cleaning the house. And I talked about this a little bit in the moving vlog that I posted a while ago, about moving out of the last place that I rented before this one. And I think the reason why I'm extra anxious and stressed about moving this time is because my last landlords kind of ripped me off, and I don't want to like get too much into it, but essentially they refused to give back any of my deposit and made up damage that wasn't real, or that had already existed that that I had actually photo documented like the day I moved in. And they just kind of were like, it's your fault, all these things, and so we had to spend this much. But some of the stuff they spent the deposit on to fix was stuff that it's like, that's not even something I was responsible for in the lease. And so it was just kind of like really unpleasant. I didn't really like those landlords at all, because also the house just, there were certain things about it that made it really hard to actually live there. Like the the house was really old. Like, it was like an 80-year-old house. And the wiring was old in a way where if you tried to run the dishwasher and the microwave at the same time, it would flip the circuit breaker. And you'd have to go outside and turn back on the circuit to the house. And it would do that every single time. And they did not tell me that that was an option, or like that was how it was. And there were also just various other issues. And apparently the neighbor who also was around there did not particularly like the landlords either, because apparently one time they had like a washing machine malfunction that caused the neighbor's backyard to flood, and just did not care that they had caused damage to this other neighbor's yard. And she seemed super nice, the neighbor, but I think that because I had such a negative experience with that last one, I'm just nervous about having to like clean everything and restore everything to how it was and leave this house, even though my landlords currently are actually really nice. Or one landlord, technically. I think she has like a person who kinda is helping her do stuff, but I think she's technically the landlord. But whenever something's happened, she's been super nice about it. And the house that I live in right now, there's a it has an upstairs, and so there's this light that's like over the bottom landing of the staircase, and so I can't reach it to change the light bulb, and the light bulb's been burnt out for a long time, like maybe half the time I've lived here. And one of the things that I am responsible for when I move out is like change any dead light bulbs, and if they're dim and about to die, like replace them. And I texted her a little while ago and I was like, this one broke and I am not able to reach it, and what do I do? And she was like, yeah, don't worry about it. So, I mean, it seems like she's a lot more understanding, which is nice. I have so much in here that I don't need. But so that's, I think, part of why it's a little bit more stressful right now, just because of how it was last time. And I really don't think that's going to be the case with this landlord, but it's just like, you know, having one negative experience with something makes it a little bit more intimidating when it has to happen again. Like the first time I moved, the first couple times I moved, it was fine. Like I didn't really feel all that stressed out. Like I was definitely like, okay, there's a lot to do, but it was never like, oh my gosh, I have to have everything and this and that and that and that and that, and like freaking out about it. And after this experience with the bad landlords, it's a little bit more like, oh, okay, I'm moving out, please like what I've done to restore this to how it was. The thing that I'm confused by, or I guess not confused by, but in my lease, it doesn't say that I'm responsible for maintaining the yards. It basically just says that I'm responsible for, like, not leaving trash or personal belongings all over the property when I move out. But the backyard has a lot of weeds right now, and it's a fascinating combination of things. I'll get rid of these because I can get them again really easily. But it doesn't say that I'm supposed to maintain the yard or weed anything. But I am just like, but it's also kind of a mess there. But it's not in the contract. That's not one of the things I'm supposed to do, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with what the contract says, especially if I'm on, like, a time crunch to clean everything inside and get all the stuff out and things. But it still just feels like, at the last place, I had to, like, weed everything and make everything look pretty much bare ground because they had, like, wood chip landscaping and stuff. Which kind of has to do with how they ripped me off and stole my deposit a little bit. But, moving is chaotic. And I'm really excited because this is, like, the last major move that I'm doing. I'm not gonna do this floor because there's not a ton of resources here. But anyway, like, with the whole moving thing, I have kind of been moving all over the place. Inventory, of course it is. But I've been kind of moving all over the place because I've rented various houses while I've been in college here, and just all of that stuff. Wait a minute. It's been kind of hectic being like, okay, well, I need to make sure that I have all of my I want to make sure I have a place to live that Cosmos can live, so I've had to live in places that accept dogs and everything. But also, now I only have 1 quarter left of school after this, and so because of that, I'm moving everything I own home, because before I was putting stuff into a storage shed over the summer, but still nearby this area. And that way I was able to get stuff done and be able to go home for the summer, but then bring back all the stuff when I moved into the new house and the new quarter and everything. But this time, I am pretty much done. I have, I want to see if I can get a batch of these going before it's really late. But I have like 10 weeks left in the fall quarter, and so it's like, okay, if I move everything home, then I can live at home over the summer, get all my stuff settled and get everything moved in there, and then for the 10 weeks I'm just gonna try and rent like the cheapest whatever place I can get that I don't really care. Just barely. Okay. I don't really care if it allows dogs or not, because my parents can take care of Cosmos for that time, so I can just get through the last bit. And okay, 32 versus 50. Those are not actually that different. But so with that, it's like I just need to try and move everything major, and then just move like clothes and computer equipment and like some books just in my car to the apartment, or wherever I end up renting briefly in the fall. So that's kind of what the chaos situation is right now. And with that, I think I'm going to end the stream. I said I was going to try and do 3-ish days, or until like 8 or 8:30, and I think because of the weather and it's getting dark fast, I should probably go put some stuff into the pod right now. But I did earn almost 10,000 gold today, so that's exciting, because I'm getting slowly but steadily closer to my goal. But thank you for hanging out and watching, and look forward to more live streams over the summer. I don't know when yet. Like I said, there's a lot of uncertainty right now for me about when I'll get internet set up at the new house, or technically my old house, but the house I'm moving back into and everything. So there's a lot of stuff that I need to figure out and get situated and stuff, but I will keep updating the schedule. I'll post about it on my channel if I figure out stuff about that. And thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me, even though it was a little bit shorter than it sometimes is. I hope everyone has a good day or night wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!